Hi, this is Justin Whitaker, and you're listening to Laundry Time. What is Laundry Time? Well, every week, since I'm no longer a cubicle warrior, I do laundry. Seems like a fair thing to do. My wife is working, I'm not, so I might as well do the household stuff. So here I have an hour and an iPhone. It's dead in here. It's a perfect chance to just cut a podcast. So hopefully you find something interesting here. If you do, pass it around. Let people know about it. Yes, those are real dryers in the background. This is a commercial laundromat, nothing special. I have my cup of coffee and I got some notes. So let's go. So what's on my mind this week? Well, just came back from vacation. That usually means two things. Number one, there is a lot of laundry to do. Number two, that means I just read Seth Godin's latest book. Now, it seems to be something of a tradition. For some reason, every time we take a vacation, my wife and I, somehow are on the same wavelength as Seth Godin, because last time, Linchpin had just come out. This time, Poke the Box had just come out. So, every time we come back all jazzed and ready to go and, ready to take the ball, run with it, tear down the dominant paradigm or whatever the latest phrasing crazy kids use. So this time, Poke the Box. This is all about starting, initiating. Last time Seth was talking about taking the principles of marketing and business and that he's been talking about for the past 6 books and sort of applying them to your career, becoming a linchpin. This time it's all about starting, initiating. And a couple things come to mind when I was done reading it. If we're making this transition to a connected economy, if that's the way things are, the way things are going, that really puts the role away from organizational structures back to the individual. Which means, a lot of the things that you learn as an MBA are basically worthless, if you think about it. Knowledge management, organizational structures, organizational management, who cares? Once your initiator, your starter, or your linchpin disappears, your business is done, unless there's somebody else groomed to take the ball and run with it once they're gone. That puts all of these big bureaucratic organizations at risk. The whole economy, the whole American economy, the whole global economy is basically built on this, structure of we create these little roles for people that, they do their function, and it's part of this larger initiative that serves a client or produces some sort of widget or good, and everybody clocks out at the end of the day. And, hopefully from an organizational standpoint, if you lose some people, you can replace them with somebody else that can do the same job. Some college kid or somebody at basically the same level that has a similar skill set. But if everything is being driven by initiators, by entrepreneurial types, even within, organizations, then basically all of that, new cog in the machine stuff is basically blown up. Unless, of course, your corporate culture is built around some sort of entrepreneurial drive or spirit. You can't replace initiators that easily. They don't grow on trees. People who take initiative are not exactly, easy to find. And I think that's what, Seth is pointing out. The Steve Jobs of the world, the Bill Gates of the world, they're rare. So maybe we need to rethink, what we're doing culturally in terms of business, in terms of, the types of things and the types of industries that we are, supporting. I'm wondering if, that's really the great, what I want to say is I wonder if that's sort of like a cultural imperative, like if that's really what, as a society, America is really good at, is starting stuff, building entrepreneurs. We shouldn't be like moving away from giving GM a bailout and give it to the people in Silicon Valley or in New York Silicon Alley, or even inside Beltway in Boston, and just think, here guys, here's $2 billion, run with it, see what you can come up with, move the country forward. Because really that's where our competitive advantage lies. It's not we're smarter than anybody. It's not that we're faster, better. It's not that we have some manifest destiny. We have people that basically just say, fuck it, let's do it. And I'm worried that we're sort of losing the plot a little bit as we're trying to dig ourselves out of the economy. Maybe, just maybe, we spend more time looking at individuals instead of massive hierarchies and figure out how to support them, help them start stuff, instead of thinking about, well, we really need to save the lumbering giants of the 19th and 20th century. So that's all I got for this week. Laundry Time #1 is in the can. Hope you enjoyed it. You can find me at justinmwhitaker.com, and I'll try to put up the next one as soon as I can. Thanks for listening.